Good afternoon, everybody. For yet another fascinating encounter we're just about to witness. Usual shake hands before the break-off. Well, we shouldn't be surprised. You put the top 16 elite players together, you're going to get some very good matchups. And this is certainly one, Stephen.
Yeah, both players, real contrasting seasons, really. Kyren's not had the best of seasons. Judd, with that run, 3 ranking tournaments in a row with 3 straight weeks. But I think the whole past of the season just goes out the window when you come into this arena. You forget everything.
I had a little chat with Kyren, and he was saying he'd been feeling like he's been hitting the ball well and playing great, but in lots of matches he's just been getting people playing unbelievably well against him, which can happen at the level we're playing at. His scoring's been good, and 1 or 2 little mistakes, but every time he's made one he's been severely punished, so he seems happy enough with his game. As Judd misses that
a miss.
Thin clip attempt.
Kyren Wilson 4.
It is one of the annoying things about this game. You can be in unbelievable form and turn up for a tournament and you just don't get the cue ball. It can happen. Your opponent's just that good, so you have to be philosophical about it and lick your wounds and come back.
It's back, isn't it?
Full ball back. Full ball. Keep going. Keep going. Tiny bit towards me now. And then 3/4 ball that way. Right, okay, that's fine now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much spot on now.
Judd was on the match table practicing about an hour before, so he'll have the pace, as was proved by that shot there. Beautiful touch. He was spent a lot of time going through the whole routine. Safety shots, long pots. Got to be careful he doesn't catch this one thick. Both these players phenomenal long potters, so safety's going to play a big part today, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's much maligned these days, playing a good safety shot. Certainly was in the Brusel-Lazowski match, where there was one very odd frame where both players were refusing to play safety. But yeah, I agree. And there's an example. I have to say, Judd's second attempt at getting out of that shot before, where he missed the first time, put the cue ball in a really good spot, and it's forced a mistake. Can't put a value on getting that cue ball tight to that ball cushion.
Six. Judd trumps 6.
Surprising miss from Judd. And take it from me, even though these are the best players in the world and they've played in all the greatest venues, there'll still be a little early nerves in this match. First frame, not always easy to settle down and get in stroke.
This red is on to left middle, but he's not won't have a lot of clue where the cue ball is going to end up here. A little bit of hit and hope to this, but that's not bad. The black is on. It's thin. It's probably going to have to go in and out of bulk.
Yeah, Good pot that. I say players don't like it when they don't actually know where the cue ball is going to finish, but well, it's a thin clip this. The good news is the green is off its spot, which is to his advantage. So the natural angle to go in and out of baulk, that green not being there, is very handy. Yeah, beautifully played. It's very early in this match, but he would consider this a pretty good chance.
9.
As you can see, 5 reds already there, 4 available in the open before you have to do anything with the pack. So you can get yourself in good stroke and good rhythm by clearing these up first.
$16. 17.
Did have an opportunity
24.
to perhaps go into the bunch from that black, because he's pretty much guaranteed to have a shot to the right middle or right corner. Chose not to do
25.
it. Again, if he's got the angle, he's got the opportunity, but as long as he hits the right hand side of the bunch, you think he's going to be guaranteed some sort of pot. I always like to choose the time to go into the reds when there is 1 or 2 loose ones available, as a kind of insurance policy.
I played that beautifully. Lovely powered stun there. Wasn't straightforward
32.
that. You get into the cue ball too much. You'd missed the pack, but beautifully arced back in. So he's turned this into a definite frame winning opportunity. It'd be brilliant for his confidence if he can win in this visit.
33.
Yeah, the red that Judd missed, he probably thought it was a shot to nothing. He'd just take the cue ball up for the green, and should he miss the red, he wouldn't be leaving anything, but he did leave the red, and this has been the consequence. Here's a red, surprising miss, because there was absolutely
35.
zero pressure on it.
Yeah, not just so much the miss, but by how far. I mean, virtually didn't hit the jaw there, which is unusual for him. Just got to sit and hope.
$36.
And already indications that Kyren Wilson's certainly got the pace of the table. A shot that was in and out of baulk round the angles was perfectly played. And a couple of shots in this break already. Cue ball's been excellent.
$43.
So break goes to 43, and he'll be mortified if he doesn't take the frame from here.
44.
A
51.
little twixt in between, hence the red in the middle.
$52.
Just about. Had a look of far jaw this, didn't it?
Yeah, with any pace that wouldn't have gone in.
Give me a second.
Yes, and there's the Wilson clan watching on. Sophie, Bailey, Finley. Very interested, looks really smart, doesn't he?
This has been a very impressive start, though, from Kyren Wilson. Very focused looks out there.
59.
Very composed. Looks bang up for this afternoon. Never really been in any danger
60.
with the cue ball until then. Usual commentator's curse, but shouldn't be a problem getting in between yellow and brown for the red to right corner.
I have to say that was a terrible shot. I mean, he's played beautiful break so far, but to have this for your next shot. Played that superbly well though. Through the gap for that red. Lovely control.
65.
And once again, that green being off the spot was a help, so it's helped twice in this break.
Kyren Wilson, 65.
Well, that is a miss and a half. Did not see that coming.
Wow. It was a really, really good visit to the table, but if Judd Trump could somehow get this, I mean, he's let the cue ball go already. You've got to finish at least low in the black so you can play the cannon into two reds and pink. But I was going to say, if he could somehow fashion a clearance, what a blow to Kyren Wilson as early as this first frame.
Well, he's recovered it well there because that opening red wasn't a particularly good shot from Judd. Should have been leaving that angle, Stephen said, so he could play the cannon into the two reds next to the pink, but that positional shot from black was excellent. Still going to have the problem of those two reds near the pink. This would be a huge body blow to Kyren Wilson, who for all
16.
money looked like the winner of this opening frame.
He's played a bad shot there, but it might work in his favour. He may just brush off the pink here and pot in this red. Just nudge those three balls apart. He can afford a blue. May even end up on the pink to the right corner, but just a little tiny little brush on the pink. He's trying to work out what sort of cannon to play here, but it's definitely worth the risk. Wouldn't have played it like that myself.
17.
So a tester, this blue to right corner, test of queuing. I think both reds are available to right corner.
Yeah, he's looking, it's a little tight, isn't it? I have to say, he hasn't really gone about this breaking usual Judd Trump style here. He's been in trouble virtually from the first opening red when he should have left the black low. And he's been absolutely scrapping for position in this visit. Could have been a whole lot easier. That opening red, just leave half ball on the black, stun into the two reds by the pink. Very much game over. And since he didn't play that shot, it's been a struggle.
Pink ball.
Yeah, there was nothing too convincing about that visit at all, in truth.
Judd Trump, 17.
So, fair to say, he hasn't settled down yet. Of course, needing a snooker now, so a double whammy. Give Kyren a bit of confidence, that will, not seeing Judd clear up there.
Thank you.
A decent target behind yellow and brown here. Judd could skim off or get in behind pink. Depends which way he wants to play it. Gone up behind the yellow and brown. How's the cue ball? Pretty good. As I say, it was a big target. It wasn't the greatest shot that Kyren played before that. He's always leaving himself open to that one.
Foul. Judd trump 4.
Very poor effort, you have to say, from Kyren Wilson. A long way away. Judd back in the frame. This is only the first frame, but it's already taken on a real air of importance. Kyren Wilson's desperate to get it in the bag.
Well, that's over the hole. Mind you, it's not that bad because, of course, 42 points in it. It's going to need 2 black, so leaving that red there for Judd, there's no way he's getting down the table off that. Hence the refusal. Now, he can play a little shot here, push the red up the table and just nudge the black tight onto the top cushion here if he wants. Just to put it in a safer position is an option. Yeah, good shot. A couple of interested spectators there. Peter Crouch on the left taking a photo. Joe Cole, good to see you boys. Hope you're enjoying it. A few goals between them two. He's got a snooker. That'll be some shot if he's got the snooker there. How clever was that?
Well, this frame should have been over 10 minutes ago. And so Kyren Wilson has been put through the ringer really to get over the winning line.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's funny how frames can just continue and run away from you and become very difficult to win when, look at this, I mean, couldn't see Kyren Wilson missing a red like this, but he did. And in a consequence, we've had all this extra play, and he's not over the line yet. So 42 ahead, 43 on, and this is a very dangerous board at the moment. Very dangerous. But not anymore. Absolutely wonderful Iron Duke. Incredible.
Kyren
And
Wilson.
that will probably be the end of that. And indeed it is. So a knock from Judd Trump. And it's Kyren Wilson. He should have been over the line earlier in that frame. He looked pretty good. Missed that simple red. But he'd be delighted to get over the line, aided by that fluke. And it's 1-0 to Kyren.
Especially here, it was, it's a full year obviously since he played here last. So you have to reassert yourself and get used to the environment.
Back we go, frame 2.
Well, there's a new one on me, that break off, and it might be the last time you see it if you keep hitting the blue. But that was a strange one. When was the last time you saw that break?
Yeah, that's, I don't see the point of that myself. I mean, the only reason for it, I suppose, is he's been watching some of the matches. The players have been leaving the red to left corner quite a lot, but it's actually quite a difficult shot. Why would you put pressure on yourself off the break-off? You got away with it.
Oh, we won't be happy with that. Needs the rescue, and he hasn't got it. Well, easy opening red, but of course the black's tied up now. So not a great chance, this.
One.
Played that nicely. Actually thought for a second where they consider going into the bunch from that red, trying to just bring everything into play, but decided to just to play for the pink. Wouldn't be a bad thing if the pink went on the blue spot. It's not, so that makes this chance even more unorthodox. Although pink may go to the left corner, which would help him.
7.
Yeah, it's pretty tight, isn't it? Funny thing is, that position of the balls in the pack the way it is, it's probably more advantageous to go up for a ball colour, come down and go into the side of the pack with pace. But he thinks the pink is possible. It did look very tight, didn't it? You've got to be accurate here. Always looks easier from behind the pocket. Where Judd's looking from, you get a better idea of it, and I bet you it looks a bit tighter to him. Behind the pocket, you can virtually make anything possible. It's when you're behind it, it's difficult. And he's playing it right-handed. Yep, it was very, very tight, that. As I say, that was an example of making it look easy from behind the pocket. It wasn't.
Well, one error of judgment, and to play for the pink when it doesn't go. It's amazing. Sometimes you just convince yourself, desperate to get on the balls, you convince yourself it goes, but that was a big error.
Now, if he can pot this and play a little cannon, well, the pink will pot, so that's a safety one, but he could have played a little cannon to move the red by the black out.
One.
And Judd played the safer option onto the pink. There was value in both, and as you say, that was really tight, those. Our camera angle makes it look like it was definitely potting, but it didn't.
7.
Well, whatever the plan was, it went wrong. He had to
Kyren
do his
Wilson, 7.
skin off and go into the balk area, so it wasn't an easy visit there, but I think I may have been tempted trying to play that little cannon and flick the red away from the black, but not to be. Great pot that is, and played brilliantly well. Now, has he got an angle on this yellow to power it in, side cushion and straight into the pack? You may even open the black and the red out. If you can get into the reds just below the pink with loads of pace, you might get everything here. How's the cannon? Pretty good, split the black up. Oh, he's unlucky.
3.
Played the correct shot there. Obviously trust into a bit of luck, but well, saying that, has he found the gap? He has. First glance, it looked like he wasn't on anything.
Eleven.
He's left himself a little bit awkward here.
Right, there we go.
If the pink doesn't go to right middle, it's not going to be easy to get nicely on the next colour. Yeah, you can see the pink is available.
12.
So big shot coming up here. If this works out, great chance to go in and take this second frame. How aggressive is he going to be with it in opening reds? In the end, not that aggressive. Potting the pink was the most important thing, but you can see there's 5 reds now in the open.
18.
Yeah, no trouble with that particular
19.
implement. One of the finest exponents of the rest. Last time he missed one of those, Churchill was in shorts. Absolutely brilliant. Sean will argue in the studio, Stephen, that he's still the best, but well, Kyren will give him a run for his money.
There's no doubt in who looks the sharpest at the moment in this match, very early on. But Kyren, when he's in, he's ball striking, and his whole demeanour is a lot more positive at the moment than his opponents.
Yeah, I think this pink goes through the gap as well, so screw back.
27.
Very important visit this for Kyren Wilson. 2-0. We'll be looking at a very healthy lead. Oh, has the cue ball run far enough? I don't think it has. Oh, can you believe it?
33.
Quarter revolution and he's on the red, and it looks like frame over, but where it's finished, I think that's end of break.
I think he might be able to just put a little bit aside and swerve to pot the red, but where the colour's coming from, I don't know. Can he just find the gap for the pink to middle?
Wow.
There's the ball.
I tell you what, this I didn't think he was on the black before, the red at the back of the cushion to get on the black. I thought he was snookered there. That's a lovely little shot with a bit of swerve, and he's found the gap right through. Lovely little shot, that. Some break this.
$40.
So it's a matter of concentration now. He's done all the hard work, got them in a lovely position.
41.
Just hold yourself together. Should be 2-0.
$47. $48.
It's amazing that how important these first frame are in these matches between two top players. We're going back to that red that Judd missed. He potted a good
54.
long red, decent blue, misses an easy red, and from then on it's just been struggling. If the red goes in and he pots the green, it could have been him that made the points in the first frame. Instead,
55.
it's Kyren that's off to the good start, and Judd's under a bit of pressure early on, 2-0 down. So important to be bang on it from the very first balls in the first frame.
$61.
Yeah, it's been a
62.
very good contribution, this. As I mentioned a couple of times, I thought it was going to be end of break, but he's found the gap and swerved round the red beautifully to land on the pink. So he looks in very good form.
68. $69.
So this tricky red on the top cushion. If he can drop it in, and he'll want to make a century because, well, it'll be some 100 break from where he started. Not there, is it? Too high. Won't be too worried about that one. Very good contribution there. Break of 76 from Kyren Wilson. Some cracking shots in it, and already he looks in the ascendancy. He's 2-0 up.
In practice and just couldn't actually find a reason
Thank
for it.
you.
That was
Settle
very
down now,
discombobulating
please.
for him, but he's
Third
obviously
frame.
tried to put it behind him
Judd
here.
jumped to break.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, he's got down to it. He's done a lot of work. These are one of the major events on the tour, and he looks ready.
He does. Back we go. Frame 3.
Yes, he looks ready, and Judd not so much at the minute. Hasn't quite settled down, but I'm sure it's only one good chance in a visit that'll change his demeanour. This is a big shot in the context of this match. 2-0 up. Excellent again. An example of what the boys were talking about in the studio with the break off. Broke off and left that opportunity. Great long pot. Hit that one exactly how he would have liked. This is actually a pretty tricky piece of cue in here. Has he found a 3-ball plant? or the bottom red. Which one is it, Kyren? It's the 3-ball plan. Wow. Isn't it lovely when they just come along?
And he looks up an angle in the blue to drop on the red. It's to the right of the black, to the left corner. He's going low. Well, he did play the shot, but he just played it differently. He kind of played it as almost like a drag shot. And he's now not on that red.
10.
He's playing for the one in the left middle now. Screw down to the black, which will give him access to that red, which is obviously stopping the black being available to both corner pockets.
11.
Yeah, important that he gets pretty straight on this, or just a little bit low, so he can just run through, flick off the
18.
pack for the black in the same pocket. He's just potted it in, and he's done that. Have to get that red away from behind the black
19.
spot quickly as possible.
He'll be feeling great out there at the moment, Kyren, though. Okay, the first frame, he was put through the mill a little bit to get over the line, but he knows his opponent
26.
has not really showed anything in this match yet, and he's in complete control and full of confidence.
Yeah, and the bizarre thing about a miss like the one in the first frame is that sometimes it just gives you a kick.
27.
Say, right, can't be doing that again. Your next opportunity comes, your concentration's right on it. Looks what happened here for Kyren. Well, how aggressive do you want to be? What a shot that was. And if anything,
32.
he's a tad unlucky. Yes, he can pot the red in the corner with a thin clip, but cue ball, where's that going?
Well, this is a masterclass in how to play this shot. I couldn't have hit the pink any better. It was just really, it had shade of left-hand side in the cue ball, and that's what pulled it to the right cushion.
Yeah, I'm afraid this is a little bit of hit and hope here with this red. I mean, main priority is knock it in. Still in charge, and you'll be in the driving seat, but you can't absolutely guarantee from here. There's too many reds blocking the path back down to the balk area or the blue spot. So, as I say, make sure you knock it in. Whatever you do, do not miss the pot, trying to be too clever. Going to need a bit of luck here. Wow, is he playing one in off the other? Oh, my goodness, that was a tricky one.
Carlson, 32.
He was trying to stun one red in off the other to go over and hold for position the black, and as I say, the cue ball's nowhere near, so that was a miss hit, and I have to say, Stephen, a big choice of shot, wasn't it?
I don't think there's... Certainly in this tournament, the other 15 players wouldn't have played that shot, and I think there's a lot of players in the game wouldn't have played that shot. That was... not sure about that at all. I think he's just so confident. I think he just is expected to get it, but that was a crazy choice, in my opinion.
A little bit too clever for its own good, that shot, I think. And it may be punished. It should be.
Eight. Nine.
So there's a fair bit of pressure on Judd here. 2-0 down. Not really got going.
15.
He's been presented with a seriously good opportunity that he didn't think was coming along.
16.
got to score now. These are lovely.
Exactly what you want, though. When you've missed an easy red in the first frame, he's just struggling a little bit. What a chance to be presented with. Some easy pots just to get your arm going.
24. $29. $30.
So he's going to need 4 of these 5 reds, preferably with blacks. So we'll need
36.
Well, it'll be his choice. The 2 that are near each middle pocket, near cushions.
37.
The red that's to the left middle pocket, that'd be the preferred one, obviously. Certainly easy to cannon off a nice angle off the pink.
Also with him being left-handed as well. The red that's on the right hand,
44.
close to the right hand side cushion. Yeah, it's tighter in, but also not great for a left-hander. So 100% agree. Could flick it out here if he wants. No, decided not. Didn't like the angle. Could have played to cut the red in the corner, come off the side cushion and flick the red more into play, but change your plan.
Thank you. 45.
And I think Kyren, sitting in his chair, will be expecting this to be 2-1. Funny when you play a shot like he did and you've got it wrong, you just know you're going to get punished. Certainly
52.
a strange choice.
$53.
Yeah, you'd have to say he was a bit unlucky, Kyren, wasn't he? He couldn't have played the split any better, and to land where he did was very unfortunate. It was guaranteed 3-0 if he gets his hand on the table with a cue ball. But snooker's not always fair. What's Judd done here? That cue ball is nowhere.
Yeah, he initially looked to see if he could get behind it and drop it in the middle pocket, but they're very acute and tight middle pockets, these on these tables, so he didn't fancy that, so tried to stun in behind it. And he's finished in no man's land. He was nearly looking at a double, but you wouldn't want to be moving that red off the side cushion for Kyren. So quite rightly taking this one. Tough pot, but leave that red safe. So he didn't win in that visit.
So trump 58.
Kyren will be jumping out of his chair, delighted at that. Oh, it's an exhibition. He'd be playing the cross double up and down, pot the red in the middle, and the clearance is all there for you. It might just be worth it. There's the cross double. In she goes. Out of the cue ball, Kyren into bounce. Horrible cut back into a blind pocket. Far from easy, this. There are 2 excellent shots he's played, the cross double and that control for the red is a beautiful shot. There's the cross double. Well worth the gamble. And that red, the black he's just cut in was a tricky pot in itself. So if he knocks this in, he's a strong favourite for this frame. Oh, just
9.
a little wide. Cue ball keeps running. Not out of the woods yet. Like that to have gone another full revolution, just dropped the blue in, but the position here is not straightforward. Beautiful. Beautiful shot.
14.
This has been a fabulous visit so far.
Yeah, he was helped with that blue. It was a
16.
natural angle, but still had to judge the pace.
And Judd Trump will be absolutely kicking himself. He
19.
didn't get on that second last red better. A very big chance to go 2-1, but it's looking 3-0 here.
23. $28.
So just this pink for a fantastic steal. Well played. Wonderful, wonderful contribution from Kyren Wilson at the end of that frame. Must have thought after he'd made that mistake earlier it was going to be 2-1, but not to be. Brilliant cross double and a great clearance, and he now leads by 3 frames to 0.
You know, the one where you barely have to hit it and you sort of just tense up when that happens. But he's really in the zone here. Lots of players have come to their first match
Thank you.
at
Fourth
the
frame.
Masters and not played anywhere near as well as this. He's got off to a
Kyren
flying
Wilson to
start.
break.
He's going to play the same break off again, I think.
Settle down now.
Back we go. This is the last before the interval. Wilson flying.
Yeah, thank you. Interesting listening to the boys again in the studio. Who'd have thought Steve Davis would have said that was a, you know, what's the world coming to, Steve? Steve, I'm going to glue you to the ball cushion, Davis. The world's gone mad.
Nice pot from Judd. Needs something to happen. Okay, 4-0. Your opponent still needs 2 frames for victory. You've still got a chance, but I think he knows he desperately needs this frame. He goes in at the interval 3-1. He'd be delighted after what's gone before in this match. Lovely positional shot. He's on the red at the bottom of the bunch, but where's the next colour? Can he force that cue ball through for the black? Sort of angle, yeah, no problem. It was straighter than it looked in the first view.
6.
So yeah, needs a contribution, Judd Trump.
Yeah, we used the expression yesterday. The alarm bells are ringing. That was when
13.
Ding Junhui was 3-0 behind to Ronnie O'Sullivan pretty pronto.
14.
Same situation here. You can tell by Judd's demeanour and this visit to the table. He means business. Yeah, lovely shot that was. Nicely played.
21.
Gone into the back of the pack there. He could have stuck, but he played outside of it. A little arc on the cue ball. Just moved enough reds out.
22.
And he looks like he means business here at this visit.
A little bit clumsy. He's still got, I think,
27.
choice of red to either middle. Played for the one to the left of the pink. And although he's still got pots on, you're just disappointed in yourself because you've played a bad shot. He just got into a rhythm there, and he's knocked himself out of it. Just playing that little slack positional shot. That rescued the situation nicely.
$35. 36.
He's had that insurance. You would think of the red over the middle,
42.
but might not be able to get through to it. So it could be the red up into the yellow pocket if he can't get through to that. As you can see, that's not on. So he's taken the other red in the middle, which is why he's missed it. As I mentioned earlier, these middle pockets are a bit nippy. Can't catch the front jaw. That's what can happen. So he looked like he was just about to motor there, Judd, but got halted. Oh, once again, directly behind it. Looks like it flies in. It'll be a little bit tighter for Kyren from over there, but should still get this. And he did.
1.
Wow. What a chance. Well, is he on anything? Can't quite see if the middle pocket is blocked by that red that's closest to it. Does he have to play up into the green pocket? Whatever it is, it's a big shot.
Kyren Wilson 8. One.
Yeah, it wasn't so much a big shot as a massive one that Kyren Wilson's just missed. Wasn't easy, I know that, but the balls would have all been there for him. And Judd's already had one go in this frame. This is the shot up into the green pocket.
8.
Knocks that in. You'd have to think the way the balls were. And a very good chance for 4-0.
9.
But I'll be gobsmacked if it's not 3-1 after this visit.
$14. 15.
I just can't buy a perfect positional shot in this little visit. He's just landing slightly awkward every time. Just 2 or 3 pots literally away from winning this 4th frame. So a little bit of pressure on this one. I mean, you would never expect him to miss it.
20.
But it's so important. Yeah, good shot.
21.
But again, as you see, not got complete control of the cue ball.
Yeah, still sort of scrapping
28.
for ideal position. Keeps knocking them in. And it'll be a
29.
very mightily relieved Judd Trump to take this frame. Must have feared the worst when Kyren was in the balls and split the pack. And despite not being anywhere near his best, Judd, he's only going to be 2 frames
36.
behind instead of 4. And there's a lot more snooker to be played in this game, I can tell you.
Thank you. 37.
Good start for him. He'd be happy. You'd have offered him 3-1. You'd have bitten your hand off. But Judd Trump, well, he's certainly going to have to step it up in the second part of this match.
44. 45.
I think he will.
I dare say he'll go to the practice room, Judd, even though he's won this frame, just to make sure he gets that bit of rhythm. Try and just get that cue arm going.
52.
The red doesn't
Judd
go,
Trump,
but it's Judd
52.
Trump, a huge frame for him. If he's got any ambitions of winning this match, didn't want to be 4-0 behind, but he has won it, and he trails Kyren Wilson 3-1 at the mid-session interval.
Frames, a possible 7 more to come this afternoon in what is the 20th meeting between these two men. As I said at the start of the programme, Trump currently leading
Thank you,
10
the fifth frame.
wins to 9.
Judd Trump to
What we're
break.
going to get, back to Stephen and to John, all yours.
Thank you, Hazel. Players back from an interval. Quite funny, actually. Kyren's brother was looking for him. He couldn't find him in the interval, so I said, "Oh, you've been sacked already, have you?" He said it wouldn't surprise me, but he couldn't find him. I'm sure he did at some point. Didn't go into the practice room, that's for sure. Well, maybe he did, and he didn't look very hard. But it's been a really fascinating opening session, very enjoyable. A few unexpected misses and a couple of great clearances. Been really good, what you'd expect with these two top quality players. Did you always go to the practice table in a, say, opening session? Did you always go whether you were winning or losing? Or was it?
I very rarely went to the practice table. The only reason I would go is if I was maybe losing 4-0 or 3 and didn't feel I had any table time. But no, I prefer just to go back and sort of just chill out in the dressing room. Took a risk there. Okay, he felt that was only red he could leave, and he has left it. He had an easy safety shot to hit the cue ball somewhere in the baulk cushion behind the green. Decided to be aggressive.
Yeah, obviously you're aiming for the pocket to knock it in. But wow, what a miss. Just about to say, if you hit the far bump, you're leaving the red up, but he didn't get punished.
I can't believe what I've just seen. How has he missed this? And by, again, a distance.
couldn't gain any great advantage there with that safety shot. Just try and get the cue ball as close as you can to the ball cushion. And Judd will be playing off the single red as we spot yet another fly. We've been having plenty of them this week. There you go. Kyren trying to get rid of him. I was looking at the two reds on the left hand side. He's such a good long potter, he may be tempted, but does have a simple safety shot off the side of the pack as well. Yeah, this is very good. Excellent safety return. See the safety success and a few other stats going across the bottom of your screen.
Well, Judd Trump dominating that, but it just shows you don't get any points for safety shots, do you? He's 3-1 behind.
Yep, you always used to say that, and you're quite right. Needs a good kiss on the brown here, and he hasn't got one. If they hit the right hand side of the brown there, he'd have had cover. But not to be. The only problem here is, can Kyren land on anything? Red's not a problem, colour is.
One.
He's going to be slightly hampered, but that was some shot over the distance, and he certainly had faith in the table fitter. Definitely kept its line. So slightly awkward cue in here. Wow. That is unbelievably accurate to leave that. Good pot in itself, but got to be a little bit careful with this. Yeah. So close between cue ball and object ball. Make sure you don't push this.
9.
Yeah, it's always a problem. Tried his best, just couldn't get enough on the cue ball to get back for that black. Could actually play the brown here as a choice. If you can just rest on that dead weight, it's actually a pretty
Bravo.
good safety shot. So you can judge this just enough in the cue ball to reach the brown. It won't be a bad spot to leave it. But he's missed it by a mile.
Foul. And a miss.
Nowhere near.
Kyren Wilson 9-4. Judd Trump.
Judd quite rightly not putting him back into bat because he knows if Kyren gets the shot successfully and hits the brown the next time, it could be a bit of trouble. So decided to play the next shot quite rightly. Not been many poor safety shots from Kyren, but that is definitely one of them. No pace on the cue ball at all, far too thick a contact. And I think he's left the easy red over the corner, so he'll be expecting to be punished here.
One.
Yep, certainly out of character, that shot from Kyren.
Yeah, I get the feeling that Judd, he doesn't need to raise his standard a whole lot more to get back into this match. He's 3-1 behind, he was 3-0 behind. He had chances in most of the frames. So he's just got to find a bit of scoring. And he's no way is he out of this match. That was a pretty weak shot from Kyren Wilson there. See the head movement when Judd is down on the shot. He's always had it.
16.
Not been his best cue ball day either, in terms of having it under complete control when he's been in.
17.
Yeah, and that's why we always go on about it, because when you have to play those cannons, you can't always guarantee you're going to come plumb on the next ball. And where he's finished is horrible. It wasn't the world's greatest black that he potted there to leave himself so awkward.
Blue ball.
Yeah, that'll hurt him, that visit.
Good chump. 17.
Balls looked like they were absolutely lovely, but didn't score. The old dreaded double kiss. Definitely will clip in the corner.
Well, he's trying his best to let Judd back into this match, isn't he?
Yep.
One.
Yeah, can pot the blue in the corner. Just got to be a little careful with the cue ball. Pretty obvious, but that middle pocket staring at you. Well controlled. Well, at some point, he's going to be the real Judd Trump.
6.
Can it be on this visit? Yeah, deciding to drop this in round the back of the black. Feels that's a better position.
7.
Well, he didn't score at the last visit. If he doesn't score here, I won't believe it.
Yeah, you feel like he needs just 2 or 3 good
14.
positional shots in a row, and that would get him back in the groove.
$15.
Bizarrely, this particular start of the match
22.
is very like what happened last year. He ended up winning the event, Judd, but how, I don't know. He said himself
23.
he was like a black cat with 9 lives. Should have lost to Ryan Day, who missed a simple red down the cushion to knock him out. And Barry Hawkins had him for dead and let him go. But to his credit, he hung around there all in the tournament, didn't have his best.
30.
Ended up beating Mark Williams in the final. Been pretty similar today on the showing so far.
31.
I agree with you entirely. In this frame, Kyren's done his best to help him out. Couple of loose ones, has to be said.
$36. Thank you. 37.
So this black and another red. We'll see him get only one frame behind. And certainly not firing on all cylinders, that's for sure.
44.
Again, finished right in between both reds. Pretty much unmissable, the red,
45.
but it's just, it's not been straightforward. It's not been Judd Trump at his best, anywhere near it. But the most important thing is he's only 3-2 behind. Well, he's not even, you would have to say, he's maybe even his C game,
52.
never mind a B game.
$53.
Yeah, the worrying thing for Kyren's point of view, and I know he's 3-2 in front, these players are so inspirational. Players like Judd Trump and Ronnie O'Sullivan and the likes. You need one little spark and all of a sudden the game comes back and they start flying. That's why when you're on top like Kyren's been today,
60.
you've got to force it home. He's played a poor frame here, has to be said.
Yeah, I think you'll see Judd
66.
enjoying himself a bit here. Try and get that
67.
inspiration. That cue ball to do a bit of mileage. How is he going to get in the yellow? In and out of bulk. Well, very dull.
74. $76.
In a way, it's kind of a sign that he's not feeling it, because unless there's a
79.
well, I didn't realise. I didn't count there's a century on. That's why.
I was about to tell you that, but you got there. Oh, good shot.
83.
Well done. Yeah. They're going to have to chase in the century. And the players now with the stats all pay close attention and how many they've each made.
$88.
That's pink right round the angles and back for the black. Come on, Judd. Nicely played this. Perfect.
94.
So despite not having the usual cue ball control, it's a refuse to lose visit this one. And the black for 100. Well played, Judd Trump. Century break. Absolutely fantastic response. Has to be said, Kyren Wilson let him off a couple of times in that frame, and that's a wonderful century break. And he'll feel better after that. There's only one in it now. It's 3-2 to Kyren.
Ball away from going out of the Masters in the opening round. 4-5 down to Barry Hawkins and turned it around as well. Even drawing on those inspirational moments can be very useful, very handy at this point, surely.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, the problem with you playing with someone like a defending champion like Judd, one of the greats at the current game, the only way you beat them is by putting them away. And Kyren just needs to step it up, otherwise he's going to get overhauled here.
Back we go.
So, Kyren's unusual break. Can he miss the blue? No. Hit it again. Might need a slight tweaking, that one.
Yeah, I think they don't. Okay, finding a good break off that's never going to leave a pot on is great, but I mean, if you're going to play that break, surely you've got to have it honed to perfection before you step out into a match like this. It's twice he's hit the blue. Nice pot from Judd, but he's going to do well to keep this break going. Don't know if he's got any angle on the black whatsoever. No angle.
Yeah, might as well just take the 7 points. Unless he hasn't found a plant, has he? He's having a look at the side of that pack, but I don't think so. I think red's a touch in there, so there's nothing on there. Yeah. What? Well, what a pop that is. That's an unbelievable pop. There'll be another one required. So it wasn't just the extra 7 points with the black he was taking. He had a plan. Well, he played a control can. He couldn't really force that, and he's been a bit unlucky. That was a really good attempt at
14.
just trying to nudge 1 or 2 reds into play. Pot was too difficult from the side cushion to play with force, so he's just trying to promote one. And unfortunately for him, it's gone behind the black. It was a good try, that.
Judd Trump, 14.
Cue ball from Judd there, probably a lot of side, just to widen the angle. Just got to be careful with this safety shot. Kyren doesn't chip the red towards the other corner. So I may play the bottom one a little thicker. Played the middle one thicker, so it brought it back. Same thing, as long as he just didn't leave one over the corner, and that's a great return. Very good. Wonderful venue, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. 2,000 people. Every session sold. Incredible. Become one of the iconic venues. Didn't think we'd top the Wembley Conference Centre, but I think we have. Cracking atmosphere. Very jealous not to be able to have played in this venue. Must be a great buzz. And the crowd loving every minute of it. Close to the pink, this.
Wow, on a miss. Kyren Wilson, 6. Yeah. Okay. Can you bring that out for me, please?
Real damage done, other than the 6-point penalty, so he'd be happy about that, but he'll be having the same shot.
Right.
Yep. Well,
Start with this one.
Yeah, that's just a touch towards me.
A touch lower to you.
Or maybe it's towards you, yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, you need the ping, yeah. Towards you. Half boat towards you. And maybe quarter of a boat towards the bulk. A touch more. Maybe tiniest touch more.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they'll-
Yeah.
that's pretty much spot on there.
No, not showing. It's okay.
Not really,
No,
no.
I think that's as good
Do
as you're
both,
going to get
yeah.
there. So we'll sort it out. Judd will be playing, you would think, the same shot without hitting the pink, of course. So lots of side on this just to widen the angle. So you're really hitting the extremity of the cue ball there. Side should spin it. Got it right this time. Good shot. Yeah, just got to be a little mindful of the middle pocket here. Sometimes you can get down and play the thinnest of contacts and you forget about the middle pocket, so dug down on that a little bit just to widen the angle. Maybe satisfied with that. Just feel a little air of tension has just arrived in this match. I think both players know the importance of this frame.
Yeah, it was all going so well, wasn't it? 3-0. Kyren was comfortably in the balls. Okay, a bit unlucky to split, and then took that shot on, potting from one red in off another. Didn't work out, and from then on, man, it's not been as comfortable. Judd's back in it. Again, that was. You can tell by where the cue ball ended up that it wasn't a very positive attempt at the red.
Well, the potting itself is so difficult. A very high tariff shot, and he wouldn't have been on the black anyway. So there's a possibility in the middle pocket. They look easy on your screens, but these are really tricky. If Judd decides to take it, if you play into the balk area, you know you've a good chance you could leave the red that's up on the right hand side, so you've got to be positive if you're taking this on. And he is.
One.
Good pot. Yeah, it wasn't quite as much angle as we thought, so he could drop that in without leaving that red that was up more towards the balk area. Well,
Judd trump one.
good news, bad news. Bad news is he's missed the pot. Good news is he's covered the pocket, because he's played for the bottom red. Now, will it squeeze in past the blue? Fancy it?
I mean, it's playing it off the left knuckle first, isn't it? But there's certainly not a ball's width there. Yeah, knuckle first, then in off the blue. Good shot. Good shot.
Yeah, like how he played that. Absolutely right the way you called it, Stephen.
It actually was blue first, wasn't it? Blue, then knuckle, then squeezed in.
Yeah, but he didn't play it too hard, did he? This could have been the problem. Played it in a way like he fancied it was going to go in.
So Mr. Miyagi's there with a cue, trying to get the fly.
7.
Big visit to the table this, I feel, for Kyren Wilson. Sort of reassert himself in this match. He's somehow let Judd back into it.
Yeah, I don't know whether he can hold the cue ball here and pot the blue in the middle pocket and play a cannon into the side of the pack. Don't know whether he can hold that. Doesn't look like it. Maybe, no, he can't. Too much angle.
Thank you. 8.
So he's trying to cue the fly now. Well, that's a good choice. Decided to go up for that because
15.
obviously when you drop this in, you can leave a lovely angle on either brown or yellow here. That is a very big target for Bork colour off the side cushion and into the pack.
16.
So this is absolutely perfect for the yellow, and he'll be trying to hit the red just to the left of the pink, full ball. With plenty of pace. They look quite tight together, these, so bit of pace in it, and that red to the left of the pink. Yeah, didn't quite get it, did he? Just needed a little
18.
bit more deep into the cue ball.
Yeah, you said it. I had to make contact with red first. Caught the pink first. Took all the momentum out of the cue ball. That's towards opening the reds.
Kyren Wilson, 18.
Yeah, a little unlucky as well, has to be said. But didn't quite get that contact on the red.
Foul. Kyren Wilson, 4.
Yep, 4 points, but not the worst. No long pot available from here that I can see, so good safety required. And get somewhere up behind the green, right hand side of it, and block everything off. Not really done it with that one. So pretty poor, he won't be enjoying that. Just makes it easier for Judd. In behind the green could be very fruitful. Nearly. You imagine looking at the table now, you get that cue ball in behind that green. It's going to be a whole world of trouble. But he didn't do it, and he's left this long red.
Yeah, the red that Judd played safe off. I'm surprised he didn't have a look at possibly going for the pot on the red. Just straight down to play the safety shot. To me, it's a sign of maybe a lack of confidence.
There's a big shot coming up. Plenty of pressure on this baby. Yep. You can just tell which ones are coming up. They're going to have a lot of pressure on them, and that was one of them. Near Joe. No good. And once again, not the whole of the pocket available. He won't want to clip the black with the red because he wants that to stay over the corner pocket.
Okay. 1.
Which he's managed to do. Yeah, nicely controlled that. Found the gap.
8.
And without seeming to do too much, there's a very good chance here he could level the match at 3 apiece. A little cannon up to the cluster of reds would be handy if he wanted. Well, just played into an area, the bottom one of those cluster must pop
16.
near the corner, but
17.
taking no chances.
Well, the shot from red to black was a shocker. It really
24.
was. To be that straight on the black. Then he had to force it to get out to this red. He's not good on the red. It's just not been on that cue ball today at all. Okay, he's rescued the situation well.
25.
But it's more stressful than it needed to be.
Yeah, certainly not been vintage Judd. What you have to say at the moment is
32.
he's certainly getting a bit of help. His opponent's not playing at the
33.
moment like he did at the start of the match. 3-0 up and cruising. It's not like that now.
Yeah, you would hardly say Judd has stormed his way back into this match, would you? And he's basically
40.
done enough to get himself level. If he does convert this chance, which he should do.
41.
Yeah, I mean, to his credit, he's doing what he always does, competes. That's all it's taken at the moment. It's not taking anything outstanding. I mentioned he's getting a very big helping hand.
48. $49. $55.
Already, Kyren needs snookers, but drop this in. Don't give yourself any more aggro. And she goes.
Thank you. 56.
And, well, if I was Kyren, I'd be going out from the auditorium and having a word with myself. Splash a bit of water on my face and come back again, because
63.
he's helping his opponent a little here.
65. 68. $72.
Calling all pockets.
83.
No century in this frame, but that break of 83 has drawn the Trump level at 3-3.
Even more than the 3-0 lead, even bigger leads, and then all of a sudden it feels like the other guy comes back, then the other guy sort of can just about start the engines and kick-start things again. I'd expect that to be the case, and Kyren now to be a bit more competitive.
Yeah, the great thing is, I mean, we've had some fantastic matches here at the Masters so far. We've now got a best of 5, which we love, obviously having been a best of 11 at the start, but it has a hallmark of some a real intrigue at this match so far for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in the other camp from Steve. I'm not too sure this match might not already be over. I think what normally happens here from Judd as one of the current greats is they now find a gear, get themselves back in the match. I think this could be 6-3, 6-4.
We shall see. Frame 7.
Yeah, interesting thoughts from Hazel and the boys, and well, I'm really enjoying the match because it's full of intrigue. We saw a different type of game yesterday afternoon, the way Ding Junhui made the maximum break and Ronnie finished those 2 wonderful breaks in the last 2 frames. And this has been, well, had a bit of drama about it. A lot of misses, a lot of poor shots, good clearances, a little bit of everything. I enjoy these matches just as much as the ones where they make century after century. It's what makes this wonderful sport so good. You never quite know what you're going to get. That's how we reached the 3-3 scoreline. Good white. Just got to be a little careful. That black could get in the way if you hit something thick, which is why you got the thin contact. And I was going to say, the thing with that is, you could hit the bump on the middle pocket. Playing it to thin, and that's exactly what's happened. Left a long straight pot, or straightish. Kyren can pot, well, it's got a lovely angle actually. If he can stun this in and just leave the cue ball right near the top cushion here, he'll be on the black.
One.
He decided to pot it up and down.
Four. Five.
No problem. Red that's right next to the black spot. I'd like to get removed pretty quickly. Just interesting to see when the black is spotted. Might not be as bad as I first thought. Well, it pots
12.
out, it pots into the same pocket, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what shot he plays if he gets the good angle in the blue, because I'm not sure whether going into them into the
13.
pink is a good idea here, because you might tie the black up. I think you've got to play for the red that's below the black here. You could tie everything up if he goes into the bunch. Well, he's left the black alone, and he's played it pretty much as well as you could.
18.
First glance, it could have come out a lot better, couldn't it? Say black is only... Well, I don't even think it can pot into the left-hand pocket now, because that red that's close to the top cushion might be stopping it. So is it a plant? The good news about the plant is he's playing on an angle he can get the cue ball up and down the table. Shouldn't really miss this, so there's a chance for position here.
19.
Yeah, beautifully played as well. Not always the easiest to judge those when you're playing off the plant, to get the exact pace on the cue ball, but that was a top job.
$24.
Yeah, this one you don't need the retaining fly.
$25.
So at the moment, it's looking like there's been a refocus from Kyren Wilson. Taking these so very well so far.
Yeah, when you see the safety stats there, it's been a pattern through the match that when players are getting in, it's by and large been from poor safety. And down 75 and 76% kind of highlights that. It's by players not getting the cue ball
32.
near that bulk cushion and leaving reds over corner pockets. And that's how Kyren got in here. Really important he converts this chance just to give himself that boost of confidence back. Give him that superiority feeling again that he had at 3-0.
Doesn't want to land dead straight on this.
37.
So of course removing this red from the corner will make that black available back into the same pocket at some point in the break.
38.
Just getting to a tricky part of the break here where it's not absolutely straightforward to continue it. So a good positional shot required. In and out of balk. What's he played on?
43.
Red at the back of the black is a skinny one. We'll play it. Can take the cue ball back down to relative safety of the balk area.
Kyren Wilson.
No, I said relative
43.
safety. It will pot. But how's the queuing? Oh, he's fine. He can get past the green.
One.
So, Kyren done a lot of hard work in this frame, getting balls into positions, but there's a tricky red, this, the one he's hit the jaw with. And Judd's got the same problem, really, not straightforward positional play. Might just need to play a little cannon into the red that's just below the pink. If you can play off that and get in that cluster, you'd be very unlucky not to be on one. Well, he didn't take the chance. He decided to play for the one on the left-hand side cushion, but I might have been tempted with that cannon, would you?
Yeah, that was the shot. It's a big target, those the pink and that red from the green. He was perfect on the green. Okay, he's left-handed, which makes this red a lot easier.
5.
But it's not so easy to play the cannon nicely off the blue. It's not as big a target. Red obviously passes the black to left corner.
10.
We've still got the problem though. After this red, where's the next one coming from? So angle needed on the blue.
11.
Yeah, those two reds that are near the top cushion, don't know how close to a plant they are or whether they can be made. Never nice, really, having to play one like that. Certainly if there's too much angle on it, but he's having a little look to see there whether he leaves the cue ball for the plant. Decision time.
Yeah, he also can't play a cannon into the left-hand side of those reds. Guess he plants the other one in the pocket. I think full ball into the pink would be my choice here. I think he'd be very unlucky not to have a pot. Well, he's played cushion first, and that's a lovely shot. Very well judged.
16.
Yeah, it's the best shot he's played in a while, that. Beautifully controlled.
17.
And this would be a major body blow to Kyren Wilson this visit, as we see that excellent cannon. Yep, can only sit and suffer and watch on.
24. $25.
That red, it's just to the right of the pink. Well, maybe those past that side, he's having a look. But if he could have forced the cannon into the red on the right, he definitely would have opened them up. But looking like maybe the one pots the other side, which it must do, the way he's played it.
$32. $33.
Doesn't look a great angle on the black. Yep, just off straight. I'm going to force this round. Needs a cannon. Oh, he's got one, but the wrong cannon.
40.
Unbelievable. Anything but that. hits this 3/4 ball, full ball. He leaves the one in the middle. He can't believe it.
Judd Trump, 40.
But that is what you've got to do when you're disappointed and you think you should have been left something easier. Make your next shot count. Very, very good safety shot from Judd Trump. Wow. Big swerve. And well played. Very good. Two excellent shots there, one after the other. Yeah, clever little shot from Judd, that. Not a great deal Kyren can do with these. Could come off the top cushion and come back into them. Well, he's played that very well. Very good indeed. That was the toughest shot of the two. And good stuff at the moment from both boys.
Yeah, I mentioned about the poor safety in this match so far in terms of the stats. That was one of the best ones this afternoon.
Well, don't think he's got the cover, so potential long pot here for Kyren. Far from easy, the pot in itself, but with that red being glued to the side cushion, what we consider a brilliant chance to win the frame. Great pot. That's the angle like on the blue. As we see that excellent long pot again. Cue ball's gone just a little bit too far to drop in behind the red. I don't know whether he's thinking about leaving a shot with the rest there, the way he was lining that up. Oh, he's played that beautifully. That's as good as you can play.
6.
So, quite a nice shot this for a right-hander. Nice smooth cueing. And ideally, try and get the cue ball just before the middle pocket to leave yourself a straight blue. But this needs good cueing. Yep, far from easy down the side cushions on these tables. And what a chance for Judd.
Yeah, a natural angle. Play this off 3 cushions between pink and black. Well, I thought he would have played it more pace. Get it up the table for a blue or bolt colour. I can't believe he's played it that way. You play it with more pace. I mean, you've got a choice of 5 colours almost that you could be on. He's played for 1 colour.
Yep, very surprising. Just put that anywhere in the area in the middle of the table. He had to be on one of them, but still didn't think he wouldn't get on the black there. So, and this is all about, can you have a bit of luck? I expect him to hit this, but where's it going to finish? bad. It wasn't good either. What a great pot. So, this little stun on the green. Could screw back for it in the middle pocket, the brown, but now he's pulled it to the near jaw. Not a good piece of cue in that, to say the least. That was pulled right from the minute he took the cue back. Hit right across that.
Very twitchy. Very, very twitchy. A big frame this has turned out to be. Taking the pot on here. This has become very nervy, this match.
Yeah, I said at the start of it, you could just feel the tension just racking up. Both players want to be that 4-3 ahead. Just got a little twitchy. Yeah, these are tough. When you're virtually in line with these, nearly straight, these aren't very pretty.
Wow, a miss. Judge on 4.
Well, I have to say, we looked right down the line of the shot, and it looked like he was missing it
From there.
where he was aiming. And then the cue ball went exactly where he was aiming. Again. Looking for the finest of edges. Yep. Again, it looked like he was aiming to miss it
Judge on 4.
from our view. So he'll be warned.
From there.
I don't think he'll be playing the same shot again.
Don't count the 3 miss, does it now? Doesn't, does it?
Wow, and a miss.
Well,
Judge on 4.
I actually thought 3 misses, but they must have changed the rule we don't know about. I usually thought if you missed 3 times it was end of frame, but it's obviously not. We're not up with the rules for some reason. It used to be, didn't it?
Settle down, please. Thank you.
Yep, I thought when you could hit full ball and you missed it, yeah, I thought it goes back. Or you get warned after the second miss.
Did well to get out of that situation before Kyren, but of course we were forgetting after he played that shot. The cue ball wasn't respotted in the same place, Stephen, so that's why me and you, dumb and dumber in the commentary box. Well, cue ball's just run on a little bit too much for comfort. Still fancy him knocking this in. But One revolution less would have been a virtual certainty. 9 ahead, brown and blue. For a very unlikely 4-3 lead, you'd have to say.
7.
Considering the way he's played. Not been anywhere near his best. And this, well, you'd expect him to knock it in, but not over the hole for this blue. And she goes.
Well,
A very nervy and twitchy frame this has been. Had all sorts in it. Despite being nowhere near his best, Judd Trump is going to hit the front.
Judd Trump 12.
You would think. Kyren coming back to the table, just the one snooker, but generally a tough ask, but you never know. Funnily enough, when he's hit that black, it's actually better for him. Can get right in behind that. A lot more so than he could if it was on its spot. It's just a matter of whether he's going to get the chance.
Foul. Judd Trump 6.
And there is another ahead from Kyren, so despite not being anywhere near his best, he's battling away, and Judd Trump has struck the front. It's 4-3.
The champion of champions 6-0. So it's not been great from Kyren's perspective over the last couple of meetings, and he's well up against it now.
Well, there's that attempt at the break off again. Has he got it right?
Quiet down, please. Now,
He's missed the blue, but he's left exactly the same shot that he would have left if he'd played the conventional break. He's probably going to tell you afterwards that he's played it in practice all week and never left the red up. Usually the way. But at the moment, that's not working, that break.
One.
Once again, another one of those tricky ones where, well, that one does look like it pots, but it certainly will do from this side, but just having a good look at it. Can he get round there to get on that red?
No. Yellow ball.
Well, in the end, decided to play into the pack and missed the yellow, and he won't be too dismayed where it's finished.
Judd Trump 1.
Pretty good shot, that. There's a red that is available, but A, it's a tough pot, and B, can you land on anything? Maybe the black might pot. This is some cueing. Very tough. Yeah, tough those over that distance, particularly when you're just trying to hold the cue ball. Yeah, you use the word often, Stephen, don't you, in the commentary, the word momentum. So important in the sport, and Kyren certainly had it at the opening of this match. Everything was going his way. Looked in good form, looked confident, but doesn't take too many poor shots or poor decisions, and it can all turn round.
Yeah, 3-0. And everything was going well until this shot, which has been, we've all talked about, guys in the studio, we have. Was it the right shot to play? If it was at that speed, and from then on, you know, he's not been able to win a frame in one visit.
Yeah, that, despite the fact that his opponent's not been firing on all cylinders. He's just been playing pretty decent and trying very hard, which is what he always does. But being helped in no small term by Kyren giving him a few chances he shouldn't have got. It's been a fascinating match, has to be said. I haven't really had any idea what was going to happen. And this is looking like a very messy frame at the minute.
Yeah, it's about just getting the victory now for both players. No matter how pretty it looks, it's just get this match won. Look forward to the next one. Taking this red on to right corner. He is a fabulous long potter.
One.
I mean, he's not going to gain anything from it in terms of scoring. It's almost like, why did I bother to pot that, isn't it? Where the balls are.
Kyren Wilson 1.
The way this table's looking, a 20 break would be a big score. Reds are absolutely horrible. Black tied up. Has that got enough pace?
Foul and a miss. Kyren
No.
Wilson 4.
See, unless somebody can play, get a red and colour and smash into the reds, you just can't see how anyone's going to score at the moment. It can happen actually when you get people playing good safety, both of them at the start of a frame. It can sometimes go like this. But it's not one of those frames that the players enjoy. Just
Kyren.
consequences. Oh, where's the red going? Can you believe the red has got up the table? Now, has he covered it? No. Unbelievable, that, isn't it? Played that with pace, thinking there's no way you can leave a red on. And it popped its nose out. Look what it's finished.
One.
And believe it or not, that was a beautiful shot, well controlled. Yes, the pot was easy, but the cue ball control from there to get on the pink, really well struck. And actually, slightly better chance because of Kyren's last safety shot than it was beforehand. Might beat that marker of 20 points I mentioned.
Seven. Eight.
Another decent positional shot there. Finished nicely in the pink to the middle. I think the red directly below the one he's played now will go to right
14.
corner. Then the red closest to the right corner is available. After that, well, something's going to
15.
be done to move something.
I will make a statement. If he clears up from here, this will want to be the all-time greatest breaks ever seen. These are absolutely horrible. Yeah, that's probably where you want to leave yourself for that red Stephen mentioned. Pot that and screw into the black, take a chance, bring some reds into play. Need a bit of luck, of course, but something's got to happen like that. So he's on this red. Pot it and see how your luck is.
21.
Yeah, if he flicks the left side of the black, their cue ball could go into the four reds that are left on the cushion. Stay there, like that. Just stick on the cushion.
22.
That was always the danger.
Yeah. Couldn't really escape, could he, with the cue ball? It's bad news for Judd, he's not on one, but it's good news for the frame. Certainly a lot more conducive to scoring now. And with the cue ball, as you say, the ball colours, yellow down this end, green not on its spot. Got to be very careful, not much to hide about behind here. It'll just be a case of getting the cue ball as tight into the cushion as possible. Well, it was looking good for scoring.
22.
And then he pushed the pink safe. Well, chance of a red in the corner. Once again, no. I'm talking about what can he land on. Priority, knock the red in and see where you finish. Got three colours in the book here that are potable. Can he get back down there? I know Cannon into something. That's really well played. Very nicely controlled as well. Cue ball can pull up. Good shot, that. Very good shot.
Yeah, he's been very good into that pocket from distance all day.
Oh, it might be worth playing a cannon on the pink here. Just take a chance. Don't have to play it very hard, but if you could cannon the pink out, it would make a difference. Just flick it back in play. Oh, unlucky. He hits that half ball. He just pushes it into potable
5.
position there. I like this thinking. It's a good idea.
Well, he's had a good look at the black. He's surely not playing for the black off this red. He's looking to see if it goes back in its own spot.
Well, he's got a pretty nice angle to punch up for blue as well. Blue's available. What's he picking?
Six.
Didn't pot the red in the middle of the pocket. That's why the cue ball didn't travel.
Yeah, just look at the table there though. We had a little stun up for blue or green or brown. So you give yourself 3 chances there. And if you pop the blue and put it on a spot, it's a lot better chance. I know he's good with the rest, but that black would have been horrible.
Green ball. Kyren Wilson, 6.
Yeah, this is going to be a really hard fought frame. Exactly the same as making the century break. They'll count 1, but whoever wins this one's really going to have to play some hard granite snooker the way these balls are positioned. Oh, the dreaded bump. So, mid-range red for Kyren. As Stephen mentioned, he's been very strong today in this pocket. Yeah, I'd be tempted to try and get position on that blue, get it back in the middle of the table.
I was thinking we might be tempted to move the black. If he misses it, he's probably going to be on one of those colours. Now he's played your shot.
1.
Yeah, the beauty of playing up there, of course, you've got 3 opportunities. You've got green, brown or blue. In an ideal world it would have been blue, so he can get it on its spot and the cue ball has less to travel, but he's got second prize.
Four.
I mean, even this, there's not much value in taking a chance and cannon in the pink because how are you going to get on it?
5.
He's always going to do that. Wasn't anywhere he could leave that. So cue extension, just so he can reach for the green. There it is. I'm going to punch this green round. Yeah, good shot. Needs to pull up. I'm going to get hampered. Ooh.
8.
Can't quite tell whether he's going to be all right there. Yeah, I don't see any value in taking that red below the yellow. It's a tricky pot in itself. Well, as I say, he's slightly hampered with his cueing for this red. Love that cue ball just to pulled up half a roll earlier. But he can cue it, so not too bad.
9.
Well, once again, just so awkward. Every shot in this break's like a pint of blood, isn't it? Absolutely working so hard.
13.
Yeah, it's been almost 4 minutes for this 13 break, and he's just moved 1 point in front in the frame.
Kyren
There's
Wilson,
a long
13.
way to go until we find out the winner of this frame. Can't really play the obvious way to get the cue ball back up the table, the third red from the left to the left of that red, because obviously he's going to push the third one near the right corner pocket. So a containing safety shot.
Well, that was the right shot, but not when you push it towards the middle pocket. Just pulled up for him, I think.
I suppose the only consolation, he's not going to lose the frame from it.
100% agreed. It was the right shot that Judd played there, not to cannon those two reds, but I mean, even if you knock this in, so what? There's no value in it.
Yeah, that view on your screen, it might look easy, but this is far from easy. This shot, that gives you a better idea. And that was not easy.
Yeah, I didn't really see any value in it. He couldn't get on a colour, so I've been tempted just to skin out and leave it, but he went for it. But barring a miracle, it shouldn't be
1.
severe punishment, but there's a chance to at least move a couple of reds.
Ground ball.
This will be some shot. Can he do it? Well, he might be on it,
5.
but is it any use? On the brown, has he got the angle to get into the two reds? He's looking at, oh, it's too severe an angle, and the red is too close to the cushion there to be a comfortable plant. I don't like the look of that, but Can he screw the cue ball and get in to those 2 reds for a cannon?
Ground ball.
Ooh, try.
10. Judd trump 10.
Yeah, it was a good little visit to the table, that, and followed with an excellent safety shot. Oh, mistake. Now, Kyren will be praying this is straight. It's not. So there's a chance to get on something.
One.
I think if he'd got the cue ball there, I might have risked playing for the black. He's left-handed. Drop the black in, you're on the other red, but that would have been risky. Now it needs an angle on this red. Not too much angle. That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
Oh.
13-point lead.
Five.
Anywhere but there. Right in the middle of both of them. .point lead. Suppose could clip thin off the pink, stick it on the side cushion.
Pink ball.
So pink and black are not available. Coming as an insurance policy. Yeah, don't mind that as a shot.
Judd trump 5.
Pretty sensible and very prudent, that. Needs to run that yellow, and it has. Perfect pace. Very strong favourite at the end of this. 14-point lead, pink and black where they are. And another very good safety shot. Has been really good near the end of this frame with Judd Trump. Excellent match play abilities. I say he's not been at his best with the cue ball or scoring today, but boy has he tried. And that excellent safety shot Judd has played has given him a pretty decent look at this. Didn't hit the cue ball very well there. Look when it's finished. Of course, if he'd have knocked it in, it wouldn't have been where it is now, but not to be. Well, he needs the cover on the blue, and if he's got it, he's a very lucky boy, because he's completely mishit the yellow. And he has, and he's got a full ball snooker. Well, take it when it comes. You get plenty of bad luck in this sport, but that's a nice dollop of good luck. And what's worse, it's virtually full ball, so in and out of balk.
Foul. Miss.
Oh, goodness me. Not
Kyren
only
Wilson 4.
has he made a foul, well, he's got the pink off the cushion, so there's one less. I suppose the only good news is it's gone right in front of the brown, but yeah, misjudgments, but he didn't want that happening, knocking the pink out. Things that can happen at this game. Well,
2.
he's potted it, but he's in no man's land. And he certainly can't get in behind the brown for the other middle pocket. It won't go past the pink. He just had to leave that cue ball just a bit shorter to drop it in and get on that brown in the other middle, but he won't be able to do that from here. The funny thing is he's finished an Anglesey, but he could have sort of dropped it and then played a snooker from brown behind the pink. He can't do that either.
Now put green somewhere over by the yellow pocket. Cue ball round the table behind black. Then you probably get the cover behind pink and brown as well. It's a sad day when I start picking out safety shots.
I'll tell you something now, you picked out a corker.
Kyren Wilson 2.
Every credit. Is there a gap? There is. Unbelievable, isn't it? He got him in all sorts there. Yeah, good shot. Very good. That green tight to the cushion, which makes this return so much more difficult. Now, he'll be trying to chip this green to the left-hand side cushion and come round the angles and use that pink and brown for a line-up. Has he done it? Where's the cue ball? Is it going to go behind them? It has. It's a bit fortunate there because he hit that far too thick. Judd's looking at going across and trying to pot the green. It's obviously finished quite tricky here because he's taken his time over this.
Foul and a miss. Kyren Wilson 4.
Kyren's got out of his seat, but I'm pretty sure I'll be putting him back into bat.
Oh, go on, can you bring it up for me, please? Just to check it.
Yeah, very important this
About
juncture that you get
quarter
this
of the
absolutely
ball
right.
towards the green spot.
That's where they were,
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
and this
Yeah.
is where it is.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
Okay.
spot on.
Kyren. Cheers, Des.
So it's absolute dead weight to drop on the green. Well, he played it that way. Now, here's a shot for you. If he wanted, he could play off the green and move the black off the side cushion here. Don't know, he's got the angle. He could take the cue ball back into the baulk area. There's a couple of choices. He could stun the green and send it round and try and get cover behind pink and black, but he's also got the option of flicking the black out if he wanted. It's up to him which shot he plays. Might be playing the stun. And he does. Sends it round the table.
Okay.
Got the snooker, as you'd expect.
Foul and a miss. Kyren Wilson 4.
Yep. Shouldn't even have to get out of his chair for that one.
Yeah. Kyren. Okay.
So change your plan. Good hit. Might have got a snooker back here if this green keeps rolling. And guess what? He has.
Judd Trump 4.
Anything else going to happen? What an end to this frame. Good shot, this. And guess what? I think he's found the gap as well. It's amazing, isn't it? Very clever and well thought out that was. Well, far too thick. Yep, not only has he stuck the green up, he's moved the pink out the way, so now the brown pot's in the same pocket.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how much worse
3.
that shot could have gone, really, that Kyren played. You kidding me, it's not landed there. Well, he's alright.
Yep. 7 points ahead. Brown and blue for a 5-3 lead in a frame that has been an absolute
7.
war of attrition. Yep, I agree with you. That last shot Kyren played, if someone said, I want you to play the shot and make it as worse as possible for yourself, he couldn't have done a better job.
12.
Really hard fought frame, but it's Judd Trump who's going to take it. And from 3-0 up, Kyren Wilson is going to have to win the last 3 frames of this match to stay in this year's Masters. It was an intriguing frame of snooker, that.
Judd Trump 12.
And it's not quite over yet.
Yeah, it's not going to make any highlight reels, but I mean, it's just still a very important, huge frame that Judd Trump looks to have won. be amazing if someone said to Judd, with 3-0 down, this is a standard you're going to play, but you're going to be 5-3 ahead. Okay, he's had a century, but generally, he's not played that well to get this lead.
Yep, had a bit of a helping hand. Opponents not kept up the standards of the first 3 frames, and of course, he's tried as hard as he can. He's always been competing. And on the scale of 1 to 10 of getting a snooker where that black is, it's a 10. Yeah, a bad shot that, trying to get the pink stuck on the black. There's no way Judd will be moving it, just play across it. Oh, little pocket. Oof. Yeah, it might be worth trying to chip that pink near the black again if he can. Yeah, can't really get him behind that. It's just too close to the cushion. Well, if he can keep it out, I'm going to try and play a cannon on the black here and move that from the side cushion. That's what you want to do. Try and move it so it get it into a better position for the snookers. And then it goes, and a frame that took, well, 40 minutes. It was fascinating right from the start. It always looked like it was going to be hard fought, and so it was. And Judd Trump will be delighted to take it. Some excellent match play at the end of it, and he now leads Kyren Wilson by 5 frames to 3.
Yeah, so thinking clearly under pressure in situations like this, I would imagine the calmer of the two when it was 3-3 was Judd, but now he's in the driving seat. Can he press home the advantage that Kyren didn't?
Quiet, please.
Yeah, that's what makes this wonderful sport so fascinating. You'd have tuned in at 3-0 and Kyren Wilson in amongst the balls. And then you'd have taken the dog out for a walk and come back. You'd never believe the scoreline that you're seeing. Completely turned round. What makes this sport so fascinating? Only takes 1 or 2 poor shots or misjudgments and the momentum can change and swing. It certainly changed in this match, but all credit to Judd Trump for competing. That's what's been the important word today. Competing. Lots of players, when they don't have the best stuff, don't win matches, but he's a tournament winner and a good champion. And that's what champions do. Well, the fly is really annoying Kyren at the moment.
Four.
Well, the usual great pot with the rest from Kyren, but this is quite tight, this red going past the black. which is why he's played the far jaw and missed it.
Kyren Wilson 4.
Looked like it was going to fly in, didn't it, from over there? But it didn't. He played the top jaw, trying to pinch a bit of the pocket.
One.
Never ever in, was it? Just trying to pinch that little bit, trying to pot it in the right hand side of the pocket from his view.
I'm just wondering if it's worth having the cue ball on this cushion. He's looking at it now and just careering the cue ball into the pack of reds. I mean, okay, you're relying on a bit of luck to be in a colour, but it feels like just something a bit radical like that. Well, he's not got the cue ball to the cushion. But it just, if it works out,
6.
you don't think he's going to play it. He's probably going to play for the black now, but it just could present you with this just an easy chance to win the match.
Thank you. 7.
Played that nicely though. Perfectly on the black. What he would give for a 70 break here. Get this match over and done with.
Yep.
14.
On this nicely, leave an angle. He has got one red that's to the left of the pink that's in open play, but you know, you're going to have to split the pack from somewhere, and if you can leave this half ball and power into that pack, stun up into them, could develop the reds to get frame and match. Oh, hasn't played it, so he must be going
15.
for the loose one. Has he got the angle? Yeah, played for the loose red first, but it was an option that.
22.
If he's straight, playing for the pink to right middle is not a bad idea here.
23.
Oh, he's still on the pink, but I think it's pretty much end of break. He's a wrong angle in the pink to get position on a red. Little bit unlucky, you have to say.
Well, good try, but Steve mentioned that should be end of break. No spot available, so goes in directly behind the pack, close to the red as possible without touching.
Thank you. 29. Judd Trump, 29.
Decent shot from Kyren. Not decent enough. Great pot.
1.
So, get tight in behind the brown here and block the right hand side off for the escape, I would suggest.
Judd Trump, 1.
The right-hand side of that cluster is where you'd probably want to try and drop the cue ball if you're Kyren. The left-hand side, not so much. You'd be leaving balls on that side. So it was pretty good from Judd there. Playing the twice across, a little bit more difficult than normal, but played exceptionally well. Well judged. Been a very strange day for Kyren, this. Very strange. Been lots of good stuff in amongst the odd mistake here and there, but ultimately just not quite made enough off the opportunities he had early in the match. Got to be very careful here. Maybe taking the long pot on. Another try, but now he's missed it. Where's the red going to finish? Not so bad. I don't think that's an easy pot. Have to play it though, can't leave it there. Decent enough target. Try and get in behind the brown yellow area. Not quite. Wanted to block off that right hand side of the reds. He hasn't done. Just checking where, if he plays off that, the bottom red, will it flick off the pink and go towards the corner pocket? That's a... Just got to be a bit careful here. If you're going to play it, you've got to get that cue ball in line with the brown, which is why he's looking at an alternative shot. He doesn't fancy it. Back looking at it again.
He's also going the red that's to the right of the pink. He's going to flick that towards the right corner pocket as well. So it's fraught with danger, this shot coming down this side, in terms of leaving reds over corner pockets.
He's playing it. Got to get a good cue ball. There's the red going towards the corner, and in the pocket it goes.
Well picked out.
So here we see the shot again. Yeah, just flicked off the pink, didn't it? In the pocket.
For all Judd's cue power, I expected him to get the cue ball at least past the blue. Didn't get any side on it.
I can't remember a match where I've seen so many balls be just so close to maybe going or not going. Seems to have been all afternoon for both these players. So tight. So much so that he's playing another red. Doesn't trust it.
Judd Trump 5.
He's hit one of these, well, a few of these this afternoon, I have to say, a little thick. Certainly did in the last frame when he hit the green. If you do that, the middle pocket's in play. So if you're going to play this round the angles, make sure you get it thin enough. Played this well, very well. Good shot. The red that's on the left hand side closest to the cushion is available, but pink and black being where they are, it's not much good. So taking the outside red. And yet another excellent mid-range pot.
Needs to start scoring though. He's only had a 43 as his highest break since actually going 2-0 up actually. And that's what's sort of held him back in this match from being in a commanding position.
I know players don't like playing them here, but I think there's half a chance. I'd be tempted to pop the brown and try and play a cannon on pink and black. Just get him in play. He's not played that, but I'd have been very tempted to have a go at that. You get any cannon on those and open them out, it becomes a far better chance.
Six. Nine. Ten.
It just looks like there's a little fibre there, or a bit of ash or something just come out.
Brown ball. Kyren Wilson, 10.
Oh, that's an excellent shot, and also made the frame very dangerous for anyone who makes a mistake, because the pink and black are now definitely in play. A little flick on them has opened the table right up. Tell you what, he done well to miss the double kiss there.
One good pop from Judd Trump here. Could be the beginning of the end of this match. Pink onto right corner, possibly black as well.
Somebody has got to invest in a tin of fly spray this week, please. Just zap them. It's just happened in every single session, in every match. They're getting on my nerves now.
Yeah, 46% on long pot success, Judd Trump today. Normally it's a huge part of his game that he relies on in winning matches.
One.
He'd have known that that was pretty much match ball, should he have got that red.
Not the best shot from Kyren there. Just had to get the other side of the blue. Wasn't a difficult pot, but just making the cue ball much more difficult, running around the angles. Should be able to play it, of course, but one more revolution. Well, there you go, saying that. All of a sudden, he's lost the cue ball and he might be snookered. Ooh. But it's the opening red.
6.
Just not firm enough to get the other side of the blue.
Kyren Wilson 6.
No, there's a red. Those two in that line of 3. I'm pretty sure one of those will pot. It might be like a little bit of a shot to nothing. I might be able to clip this in. Ooh, nearly, good try, but there's also a very good element of safety in that. Definitely in the driving seat at the moment. Okay, it's only 15-point lead, but similar shot here for Kyren. Great pot. Great pot. Hasn't been too much wrong with his medium to long game today, but he's not really had his scoring boots on. Well, he's having a look at the blue here, but if he takes this on, this is a monster shot, and he's got to tuck up in behind the brown.
Kyren Wilson 1.
Right, here's an unusual escape.
12.
It certainly was.
Kyren Wilson 4.
I didn't see that one coming. I'm slipping. So, try number 2. Can he get out of it? Might not be hard enough. And it might actually be great for Kyren. Might leave the
Kyren
perfect
Wilson,
pot. And I think he has. The angle, oh, yeah, the angle's very good. One good clean pot here.
1.
Yep, chance. Green actually, which is tucked tight to that top cushion, isn't that much of a problem. Getting behind and drop that in, and because the brown isn't on its spot, it's closer to the green, you can just drop that in and leave the brown in the middle. So this is a chance.
9.
I just had a little check there to see how close to the cushion the green was. So already thinking ahead.
$16. $17.
Right, the important part of this is just to leave yourself that angle so you can get down onto the green. Yellow's close to the brown, so you want to make sure you've got enough angle. And that looks absolutely perfect. Great shot. Really well played.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say it's his long game that's kept him in this match. I mean, he's not scored, and he's made some safety errors, but his long game has been reliable, and it's kept on getting him back to the table with these opportunities.
Yeah, so yellow and green will do it. No need for any heroics here.
26.
Just drop it in. Although I would suggest that you pot the brown afterwards and stop giving yourself any aggravation. Have the frame done and dusted. But this has been a very good contribution.
29.
So 23 ahead, 22 on. As I say, just make sure you knock this in.
Kyren Wilson, 29.
Well, seemed to pull up a little bit that brown, but not there. May have got the snooker though.
Settle down now, please.
And look at this for a touch.
Good jump ball.
Not quite perfect. We got in there tight behind it. It would have been big trouble. But no problem hitting this. But one snooker, not insurmountable. And that black is a lovely distance away from the top cushion to get in behind.
I'm not sure about putting the blue over the pocket. If Judd can pot this and get the cue ball near the pink, chance to possibly get behind the black.
Yeah, situation with this is, oh, we didn't want that bump.
Thank you.
If it had got in the
5.
balk area there, you generally get, if you take the blue, you generally get one really good chance at it, and you have to do it first time. But where he finished there, going to be very awkward. Just got to play containing. Unless. Pretty good try. Couldn't see there with Judd in the way, but.
Now you put the object ball over the pocket.
Yep.
But in this instance, you want to keep as much distance between cue ball and object ball as possible if you're not going to put the object ball over the pocket. What an effort this is, but unfortunately I think he's going to might put the black safer.
Doesn't want this to hit the bump. It's past it because obviously Judd's got to really try and play a cannon onto that black just to get it back in. I mean, if he gets the cue ball in behind there, the boy's a genius. But just even if you can't, just make sure you move it off the cushion, because the distance it is at the moment, it's nearly impossible to get in behind it. Yeah, I like this shot. Good try that was. Trying to go twice across and just cannon the black, knock it towards the corner, and hope he could have another chance. But where it's finished, thin clip in the middle should do it for Kyren. Yep, and that's it. So yet again, another very hard-fought frame. And it's Kyren Wilson who's showing his battling qualities. And it's Judd Trump 5, Kyren Wilson 4. Not over yet.
Return towards Judd Trump, and there they are, shaking hands. Team Kyren Wilson up in the stands, his two boys, Bailey and Finlay, and his wife Sophie, and Team Trump, of course, are willing their man on. Here we go, the first decider of the week.
Yep, nobody's got a clue. That's the wonderful thing about it. 3-0 up, 5-3 down, back to 5 each, with one of the world's greatest clearances, and everything to play for in a final frame decider.
Yeah, I suppose all you could say is that Kyren Wilson's got momentum on his side. Having won the last two in the way he won that frame there. Judd, you just don't fancy him winning it in one visit.
Well, he certainly had a big chance in the last frame, didn't he? We couldn't see him not clinching the match from there, but, well, in some ways, thankfully he didn't, because we just seen one of the all-time great clearances. And we wouldn't have got that if he'd have got position. And that's why we're at 5 each.
Even that shot, very negative.
Yeah, it's looking like one of those frames nobody really likes, where your cue ball comes down this end of the table. Never a fan of those, but they happen quite a lot once the red goes towards the balk area. And that's what we're going to get with two reds up there.
Yeah, it could be one of those frames where the reds just end up everywhere, and the first mistake could be very costly. If players keep on playing the shot, screwing the cue ball back to the black cushion, the reds will, as I say, will gradually just get opened up.
Yeah, always sort of on edge when you play that type of frames, that you can play off the pack and get the cue ball good, and all of a sudden a red from somewhere unforeseen flicks over the middle, and next minute you look like you've done the frame in a horrible situation, and then you get other people. All you can do is really tap into the reds.
Bow on a miss. Kyren Wilson 4.
4 points for nothing. Yeah, not much point in putting Judd back in here. You just might as well just play the shot yourself and stick him back on the top cushion. That's pretty good, actually. Covered up that roll into the drop into the back of that cluster. So good shot, that.
Yeah, I mean, how has Judd not reached the red? In a world of trouble now. Okay, might be able to roll into the reds here, not leave anything on, but just doesn't look to have any composure at all at the moment, Judd, for me.
You've got to be careful. He doesn't want to hit the bottom red and stick it up, so he has to play towards the bottom of it, which he's done. Now, does this pot in the middle pocket? Might be. A little shot to nothing here, not easy. It does go. And then the final frame to decide that. You can be pretty sure you're going to have a go at this. Very tough into the middles. That's some shot. That's some shot. What a pot that is. Absolutely brilliant. So, first chance and first very good chance goes to Kyren Wilson.
Enough now, please.
Yeah, you have to say it all began with Judd not reaching the reds with that just easy little shot that he had. It gave Kyren the initiative to be the aggressor in the safety exchange. And as I said at the start, he's got the momentum of the last two frames with him.
9.
What a chance. You can have no excuses if you don't win after having a chance like this, if you don't take it.
Yeah, bizarrely, the snooker players, this is why you play
16.
this wonderful sport, for these situations. Testing yourself. Can you hold your nerve when you've been given a chance like this to
70.
win frame and match? Wonderful feeling if you can do it. Too much for some. Can't even watch. But yeah, there's lots of tension out there. Can you keep your technique? It's run just enough, that.
24.
I suppose the only thing is brown doesn't go into the top right hand there, so Looks to come the other side.
That was very tentative. A little bit edgy. And then push the cue through positively. He's okay though. Just the last couple of shots haven't fully committed. Just
29.
as I say, push the cue through positively.
Yeah, I agree. Just got to be a little bit careful here. Last couple of shots got away from him. Pretty easy, Red, but just get yourself back into prime position. Give yourself any headaches.
$30.
Well, finished pretty good on the green here, so absolutely nothing to do with the cue ball.
$33. $34. $36. Okay. 37.
Yeah, potted a lot of balls so far. Just 37. Cleaning up down the balk area, but keeping the break going and his concentration. That's the important thing.
Well, he struck that well, but
41.
still overhit, and it was a good positive hit. But there's plenty of adrenaline out there at the moment.
Yeah, sounds bizarre to say, but he hasn't quite had the cue ball in the last 5 or 6 shots. He's always been just a little bit off. But to his credit, he's keeping it going. And this is the important one now. If he can get one good positional shot down and land on a red here, this could see him home and hosed. It's this positional shot. Can he land on a red? It's not straightforward, this.
Yeah, the two reds furthest up the table. He could screw down the right side of the table, leave a choice of them to left middle. There is reds available to right corner. And he's played for those two reds to left middle. Very good.
Yeah, beautiful touch under the circumstances. I'm sure they're getting very excited, Team Wilson, but not over the line just yet.
46.
This has just been fabulous. You consider the circumstances. 5-3 down, looking for all money like he's going to come second. And where he's found this from, only the best need apply. Not everybody can do this. Oh goodness me. Where has he finished?
51.
Horrible.
Yeah, just a little bit. Didn't get low enough in the cue ball. Just a little bit clumsy. Didn't get the grip.
Kyren Wilson, 51.
He's covered it.
Well, it's a very useful break of 51. Certainly in the final frame decider, but because he's potted quite a lot of the ball colours and taken the reds, there's still plenty of points available.
Do you fancy the plant? Into the gap. Wow, that's incredible. That is incredible.
1.
Well, Judd's turn to have a chance in this final frame.
How is that a gap?
This game, as I mentioned earlier, never ceases to amaze. Not like one positional shot and he was going to be
6.
in the next round, but now he's got to sit and suffer.
Seven.
He's screwed into the 3 reds. Now the top one goes. Well, this would be
14.
incredible if he could find a match-winning break here with what's going on.
Yeah, we praised Kyren in the
15.
last frame for the clearance. Can Judd Trump return the compliment?
Yeah, it has to be said, for most of the match, these two players, it hasn't lived up to the bill and how good these are, but the last 3 or 4 frames have just been electric in terms of drama.
No, he's just checking to see if he can land on that pink, and if he can pot that, obviously it brings that red that's stuck
17.
to it into play. Doesn't have to, of course. Got a simple little cannon up to it off the black if he wants it.
18.
Well, hasn't gone low enough for that, but I think he's satisfied that pink may pot, the way he's played that. We'll soon find out. If he just sticks on this, and that pink goes
25.
in the middle, that'll open it up. Back having a look. It's got to be a little bit tight, or he'd have been down and playing it already. Soon find out.
Well, he had a misjudgment
36.
early on in the match, didn't he? Where he thought a ball went and it didn't. And let's hope for Judd's sake he's not made another, or whether this pink pots. Wow, this is incredible.
32.
There's a lot of
33.
movement in Judd's body.
Yeah, could have done with an extra roll there just to hold the cue ball. Maybe he still can. And he could. So now, something he's done hundreds of thousands of times in practice.
38.
Clear the colours up.
It's amazing. All afternoon
40.
he's struggled with the cue ball. In this break he's found it when he needed it. It's never been in doubt.
43.
The mark of a world-class player.
$47.
So he is resigned to being out of this year's Masters. He knows what's coming here. Blue,
52.
pink and black. And Judd Trump has turned round this frame with a remarkable clearance.
58.
Goes the pink, perfect position. This for 6-5 on the black, and an epic clearance. Brilliant. What a clearance that was in the final frame. Judd Trump goes through by 6 frames to 5, and that was an incredible match. Kyren Wilson will be absolutely sick. He lost position there when he looked like he had that final frame won. But it's Judd Trump who goes through to the quarter-final.